Welcome back to the last part of Spore. We're doing some final little things to show off. We're gonna go to the center of the universe and check out what's there.
The center.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a bit...
Anyway, first off we're gonna do some adventuring, and this one is a stealth mission, which means fun times for everyone. Because either you do stealth missions well or you don't do them well at all. In most of the cases it's not well at all. So the whole feel is that there's this super weapon being built, some aliens are being imprisoned, and we have to go and save them. So either you can do, again, you can either do stealth missions well or not so well. This is how you don't do a stealth mission well. Yeah.
Step 1, die.
Yeah. This is the if you get caught, you're dead kind of. It's not exactly as that bad, but that one early bit has this: if you get caught, you're dead, because the rocket launcher will just blow you to smithereens. And you saw that vehicle as well. It has a ton of health, and I presume it will kill you in one shot as well. I think it's supposed to be like sort of walker, but it's gliding for some reason.
Oh no.
So yeah, just keep away from those missile launchers and go over here. And you got through the worst part. There we got some weird bunny mole people to talk to.
What the?
Yeah.
It's like from Rayman with the weird rabbits. or
Yeah, it's
something.
like a mixture of a rabbit and a naked mole rat.
Oh no.
Anyway, so they imprison them, we have to go to various reactors and cause some chaos so that they can escape, and then we can pull up our uprising. And there's still some stealth stuff, but it's not as bad. Because if you get caught here, you just get stunned by these enemies. But I can kill them as well, so it's no problem. So it's just a matter of not going too crazy and not getting caught too many times. Waiting for my health to regenerate. There are some health pickups you can get as well to restore your health for this one, so it shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, it's not really much of a stealth here because you can't really incorporate that properly. Anyway, that's the second thing, and reactor is now offline.
The security measures are very complicated.
Yeah.
On off, yes.
And now these guys are free, so we can go fighting stuff now, I think. And so we're gonna go to the armory. Yeah, just take out any guys that are attacking them because right at this moment they're unarmed. And here we go. Now they're gonna go and shoot stuff for us.
Yeah, they all had suddenly all the weapons.
Yeah, they suddenly have weapons. I think they just basically changed creature which has weapons. I suppose one that didn't.
Yeah.
Anyway, so like you can also pick up guns, but you can't use them, so you just throw them at them.
Those physics.
Yep. And I kind of, it just took me a while to realize, wait, I can't use the guns. Oh,
If
yeah,
you
well,
throw them, do they still do damage?
I don't know, maybe. So I just kind of toss the thing once they finish blowing it up, just to say, I contribute to something.
I do something.
Anyway, that was quite mercifully quick for a stealth mission.
No, we will crush the universe.
Look at that.
Sounds like the end of a game show or something.
Yeah. They do use a lot of like stock music, so that's a lot of.
Look, they also want to reverse engineer it. Oh
It
no.
wouldn't. I mean, we probably wouldn't do so if we got the opportunity.
Yeah.
Anyway, I like these guys. I think I did go to war at them at some point, but whatever. And now it's time to play Indiana Jones. Go find some treasure.
The ruins of doom.
Ruins of Doom.
Like a
Welcome
fake
to-
Indiana Jones poster, that would be something.
Yep.
Or breaks ankle.
Yeah, so this part, early part is a bit obnoxious because you have to basically collect a lot of gems. And that means you have to collect every single gem. And I don't know what I'm doing here. I think we're trying to take the shortcut, but it takes too long because of the floaty jumping. Anyway, so there are a couple of spiders here, but they're pretty weak, so you can take them out in one shot.
I had the impression I only have like 3 health or something.
They only have 5 health.
Oh, 5. Yeah, 5.
Yeah. Anyways, once you collect all the gems, you can open the door and can move on with this stuff. And I think you actually put the gems on the door as well, as you'll see in a moment. Go.
Well, that was fun.
Yeah, no. Yeah, so these guys, they look intimidating, but they're not that much stronger. We can take it out in one shot as well.
I want your kidney.
And it's the same deal. Collect gems, get some stuff, and you can move on.
Warning, those enemies aren't a challenge.
Nope. Well, it would be if you had like only the mouth as a weapon. But I don't, so it's not too bad.
I wonder if you can get stuck on that bridge, like in this one gap.
Yeah, probably could.
Well,
And of course it's a llama because Max's.
do they really have like llama reference in like other games or something?
More or less.
Oh, I remember there's one Sims game where the Sims can play like a game like what's called Don't Wake the Llama or something.
Yeah, I think so. I think there might be Sims 2 or something to that effect, I don't know. I don't know, there's just a lot of llama references for whatever reason. Sims is weird like that.
We have to summon the ancient llamas if we make enough Sims games.
Yeah.
Is Maxis bankrupt or bought up by EA?
I think they basically just closed down because the Sim City basically was a horrendous mess with how it got like the online only DRM and how the launch was just terrible and people didn't like the game so much. It wasn't a bad game, my opinion, but it kind of just killed the franchise for a lot of people. So EA decided, nope, it's done.
Yeah, now you got like other city builder games like City Skylines and so on.
Yeah, I'm not really much of a fan of City Skylines with the way how you unlock stuff. I don't really like it.
Yeah, I mean, just as an example,
Yeah.
probably more.
I mean, it's popular and people like it, so it's just my opinion, I guess. I don't know, I still like that. I did show you off that mobile game, which is like a Sim City, which was
Oh
pretty-
yeah, that one.
That's one. It's pretty nice. I think maybe probably City Skylines that a lot of the services you can provide aren't like a requirement until they are a requirement when you unlock them. So when you have to build like police stations or something, all the buildings are going to demand them, or they'll just go abandoned. I don't
This
really
planet looks cool, by the way.
Yeah. Anyway, not talk about city building games.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So what do you have to do?
These are the late game's terraforming tools. You can actually just use power instead of just being one-time use. So we're going to terraform this planet to a free Terra score planet. So we can add atmosphere and suck it out, heat up the planet and freeze the planet. And then we get enough and you basically improve this Terra score. So this makes terraforming so much easier because you don't have to go back and buy expensive ass tools in order to make use of them. And since they're
I guess the energy just recharges quickly or something.
Now you can just get more energy whenever. You can also buy packs to get them, so it's much more economical. You can also control how much of the stuff you use. You can be more precise with the later tariff scores. Okay, now we just need a little bit more heat to get to the third tariff score, and then we can have a completely habitable planet. We can build the maximum amount of stuff in all of the colonies. I think after this, we're basically going to go to the center of the universe, since I've basically shown off more or less everything you can do in the game.
Edge, nice.
Anyway, so it doesn't have this cool red hue on it anymore. It's more green and stuff now. At least I think it was the same planet. It might just be... Yeah, anyways, you can build all of the stuff now. Full turrets, full houses, full entertainment factories. And it's gonna
I guess you just have to balance out the negative and positive. Or
yeah,
something.
more or less. Just have to make sure there's a little bit of happiness and enough production. So we got 2 happy faces and it's producing 180 spice per hour. You
Is
also
this
get
a lot or is this...
I don't know, it's just producing a lot of spice.
Okay.
It's not going to be a big deal coming in war. You can also face these special buildings, which are increase the spice storage, add defenses, or improves happiness or loyalty. Okay,
Well, how big is this universe? I mean,
it's pretty damn big, and we're not going to explore most of it, since we're going to the center of it.
This is even bigger than Stellaris maps, I think. Like, holy
Might be, actually.
with all those tiny things. Like,
Yeah,
look at it.
It's ridiculously big, because each of these lights are a solar system with potentially many planets on them. It's
How
humongous.
long? I wonder how long it would take to conquer this in real life.
I mean, it
Probably.
might be almost as big as No Man's Sky, to be honest.
Holy shit. Yeah, it's like with the reminds me of the Elder Scrolls series, where like the first 2 parts are like auto-generated and like gigantic maps, and the other ones are way smaller.
Yeah, Will Wright really did a good job with bringing a massive scale to this galaxy. It really feels like a galaxy. Now, when you get closer to the actual core of the planet, you will actually have trouble getting around, since the distance you can go will decrease until it's basically the minimum you can go. Additionally, you will also find a very hostile alien race the closer you get, which are the Groks. We'll finally get to meet them now. And here they are.
Oh, now they show.
Look, some kind of mixture between a weird cat thing and a Borg, I
What?
suppose.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So the Groks are pretty interesting. They are protectors of the core of the universe. They're extremely hostile, though you can ally with them if you like to. They also cannot live in planets with an atmosphere. The planet has to be devoid of any atmosphere at all for them to be able to colonize stuff. So if you want to go to war with them, you could, instead of going to using weapons, just increase the atmosphere until they are sexual atmosphere. That causes all the buildings to explode.
What?
Yes.
The buildings just explode.
Yeah, it just destroys all the colonies if there's atmosphere in them.
Yeah, I know, because it's habitable, but imagine like, oh no, atmosphere, like building explode.
That's probably exactly what happens. I don't know. Anyway, so now we're getting closer to the planet. We are having some trouble because they'll be constantly attacking us. Not a problem because we can sheep and buy all that stuff again, but here comes the other problem. Finding our way to the galaxy core with the inability to go absolutely anywhere. As you can see, it's kind of miserable.
Yeah, it's like a labyrinth. You
It's more or
just
less a labyrinth at this point. You have to
go
find,
along like a
yeah, you just
path
hope
or
you
something.
can find the place you need to go to in order to get there. The Grox doesn't deal too much damage, so you could potentially just make it through there, but yeah, this isn't very easy.
Can you also find Earth here?
We'll get that later.
Okay.
Anyway, here it is, the Galactic Core.
Yay.
This is one of the goals we're going for. Let's go in.
You are in core.
Greetings, my friend. You have traveled very far and overcome many obstacles. Along the way, you have encountered many of your diverse, far-flung siblings. Precious few of them will make it this far. Your heroic efforts have proven you deserving, worthy of advancement to the next level of your existence. The universe you inhabit is but one of many, countless worlds, unseen but yet connected. Your creative efforts have not gone unnoticed. Indeed, they have spilled into these other unseen worlds, just as your world is being enriched by them. It is now time for you to join us. Join us. No, just kidding. It's not scary. Indeed, the times ahead, they are good.
And llamas.
Really good. Some of you may ask, who is this mysterious...
Wait, where are llamas?
Besides.
Oh, no, it's...
Yeah.
This has to be like a 2001 reference with it getting more and more trippier.
Speaking of references.
It's...
It's a spaceship from Sin City.
The power to become Steve. Oh, no.
One last thing. We are nearly sold out of the last phase of a wonderful timeshare opportunity on one of our largest stars, and a rare planet in its orbit. If you are in the neighborhood, we'd love to have you by for a free breakfast and short presentation. Just look for the third rock from Spore.
So we get the Staff of Life, which is basically an item that can instantly cause the planet to turn to a 3-star Terra planet. I don't use this because I forget to do so, but you get 42 of them, so that's a reference to Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. It's a 1 use per item, but it turns any planet to perfectly habitable. And they do mention a reference to a planet in Seoul, which we are also going to go to.
Why don't you use the Staff of Life? Because it's too easy, or because they're only
I
like
just forget
42?
about it. He used it on a planet and he turns me through it. It's kind of too late for me to do so anyway, so whatever. Just play the game yourself and see what it's like. Or just look it up on YouTube. Anyway, so after do some more cheating and fact checking, we're gonna go find the actual planet that we mentioned before. So over here is Sol. So let's go in there. And it's our solar system. These are all the planets that we have. And there's Earth. There's Mars, there's Saturn. And there are a couple of moons, Jupiter. All of them are here.
I wonder if they also had Pluto back then, probably.
I don't know, maybe. It was released in 2008. And then we have the Pirates deal over here. I don't know.
Piracy.
So here it is. These are one of the last goals for the game. Finding Earth. And it's basically modeled to be just like Earth, even though it's a bit small. So here's most of Asia and the Middle East. Here's Africa. A little bit of Europe. That's Sweden. That's where I live.
The Antarctic is completely molten.
Yeah. And there's the Americans. And there's just one more thing we need to do to this planet. We got a planet buster. I wonder what that does.
Agony V2.
Now why I did that is because in the game there's actually an achievement for finding Earth and destroying it with a planet buster. And the achievement is called Oh the Humanity.
Oh no.
And because I don't really have any desire to play more of this Let's Play, I'm going to delete the planet and the save file.
Bye.
Bye. Just to show it off.
Well, that was fun. Explode.
And that's Spore. Now there's still a lot more you can check out in the game, the adventures, some other stuff in the game. But that's all I want to show off for the Let's Play. Thank you all for sticking with me to the end.
I've seen all the phases now.
Yeah. And thank you everybody for watching, and hopefully we'll see you in something else next time. See you then.